Hi guys, this is Jungleintuitive. My name is Bird, and this is a collective reading using my own homemade oracles and maybe some playing cards if we feel like it today. If you're new here, welcome to the tribe. If you like how I read, feel free to leave me a like or a comment or even email me. I always love to hear what the tea is, and also it tells me that this information is reaching the right people. If you guys feel like leaving me a tip or donation, that would help me out a lot. There are links in the description to that where you can do that. I'm also having my personals open. If you'd like some more information on that, there is a little area in my channel description /about where you can reach me about that. Okay, well anyways, thank you for being here. Hope everything has been okay. You know what, before I start, let me get things right, because things have been a little bit chaotic, and I feel like I have to talk about some chaotic things today, because there have been some chaotic energies coming up in the readings, and I really need to take a few days to just chill out and kind of discern which information is necessary, pertaining to difficult things. So, let's go. Sorry, I'm really spaced out. Sweet. Alright, let's get into this. Okay, we've got Crabs in the Bucket in reverse. We've got Passion by Pink Panthers. They don't want the problems I bring, where can I sleep tonight? This could be pertaining to somebody or somebody or you. This could be about somebody who's a feminine energy, who is looking at homelessness. They could have previously lived with their parents, maybe moved away, but maybe their parents split up or something. Maybe one of the parents has like a new boyfriend or a girlfriend or something, and it's awkward, and this person cannot move back in with them because it's kind of just like there's no room in the house anymore or something. It's interesting. Okay. Guys, I've been getting some like really gross. I'm really hoping that I don't have to talk about it today, but like I've been getting a lot of weird messages about some sort of teacher that's gonna go to jail for like doing something creepy with their students. Oh my god, look what just came out when I said that. Yeah, somebody's gonna get caught for doing something really creepy. So this person, so whoever this is, this person could have either attacked you or somebody you know, someone around you. This person is about to get caught, for doing something really creepy pertaining to, like, children, or something bad, or, like, some sort of child abuse, or, like, this person has a kid and they're not, the whole community knows. Something about how, like, this person has done something, like, not good to kids or to their own children, like, they don't feed their own children. Something like that. This person does not have a place to live anymore because family in reverse. This person, lineage in reverse, basically. Everybody that is of kin or everybody that is in their family does not want to support this person anymore. This person doesn't have anywhere to turn to because they could have lied about you a lot. They could have lied a lot in general. This could be somebody that you are no longer in contact with anymore. This person could have tried to do some sort of magic on you, but you did a return to sender, or somebody, yeah, like, either you did a return to sender, or you just are somebody who's very spiritually protected by default, and it kind of just resulted in its own return to sender. So I'm guessing this reading is going to be about the result of a return to sender, about somebody's karma coming into play. Some of you guys could have been having trouble sleeping with "I can't get no sleep because of y'all" in reverse, or in the past maybe you've had sleepless nights. After separating from this person or blocking this person from your life, you could have had certain, like, really unusual things happen to you. You could have had a lot of skin problems. You could have had a lot of, like, if you tried to go on dates with people, you know, just basically move on with your life, they would fall through. There would just be a lot of bad luck, like, just like really unusual bad luck, like skin problems, you know, hair problems. And just like also insomnia, you would have like extreme insomnia, and it was because of this person. If it's not you, like I said, it could be somebody around you that was dealing with this. This person was causing someone to have like sleepless nights using like magic and all sorts of weird things. It's because when you separate, I'm gonna just say you or someone around you, when y'all separated from this person or cut your energy off from this person, there was a certain type of, I think that like they tried to energetically attack you, and I don't think you knew about it at first because you were focused on new beat. You were focused on moving on with your life right away because maybe this person didn't really treat you right at all. But you didn't really know because they were two-faced. They were two-faced in reverse. They were two-faced. They had a mask on the entire time they were with you. And they never showed you how they really felt underneath it all because they were fake. This could be the kind of person with poser. This could be the kind of person who is not genuinely into their interests, if that makes sense. They only like to do things because other people are doing it, because this person has a FOMO type of situation. This is someone who has a fear of missing out. So if they start seeing, if they see somebody else doing it and they see that person getting popular, then they're gonna immediately start jumping in on it and being kind of a poser to it shamelessly. And I'm seeing that this could be with spirituality. This person could be a bandwagon jumper with spirituality, because we got hippie here, and hippie is like my fake spiritualist card. Hippie is like somebody who kind of like does a lot of immoral things secretly, but they will chalk it up to spirituality, if that makes, like, they'll try to cover it with being spiritual, but they won't actually know anything at all what they're talking about. They will just be kind of a trend hopper. They don't know it, like, they literally don't understand spirituality. This is somebody who previously never believed in God in general. I think when they treated you badly, or treated the person around you really badly, or abused them, or caused them to be cut off from this person's life, they did not believe in God. They could have openly expressed that they don't believe in God. This person operated in a very low vibrational place where they did not believe in order or laws or consequence, because this could be somebody who was raised in a very spoiled household. Like, this person could have been really spoiled. This person could be the youngest child, like the baby, and everybody just, I don't know, like, never told them no all their life. And this could be a very grown adult right now. This could be somebody who has made it very far in their life, up in age, getting their way, until recently, because they've been caught for doing something really creepy. Yeah, so there's something about how, like, you've split away from this person, because Okay, so you split away from this person and bad things started to happen to you. Wow. You could have even gotten poisoned, and you were just like, I don't know why, like, things are happening to me. I'm just trying to move on with my life. I'm trying to do the right thing. What's going on with that? Some dramatic music going on. Oh. I guess we have the run. Some Thai theater music. I'm sorry. Oh, what is going on? So this is the Ramayana. It's like a really ancient Thai like play, and there's like a picture of two people here. It's like lovers and the ocean. Okay, yeah. So sorry guys. I'm just like, what the heck? Interesting. Maybe that has something to do with this. So, sorry, you cut away. I don't know, some of you guys could be from Long Prabang. Random message. Or from Asia, from Southeast Asia. Or Chiang Mai. Ow, my ankle. I should not be sitting that long. Like that. So yeah, you guys were focused on your new beat. Something about that really upset this person. I don't think you were aware of it at first. You weren't even aware that you were being spiritually attacked at first, probably because, you know, when you separate from an adult, when you break up with them, or when you stop being friends with someone, you know, you don't really expect them to do like a Jodi Arias thing or a crazy like psycho killer thing and try to look for you or try to attack you. You know, when someone says, I don't want to talk to you anymore, I would be like, oh my god, like, I'm so embarrassed, or oh my god, I'm so sorry, like, I made you feel that way, I'm not going to talk to you ever again. I'm not going to psychotically bully you and try to badger you and try to, basically, this person tried to, like, smear your name because you would not talk to them. Which is a very funny and immature and psychotic reaction to somebody not wanting to interact with you. I think that if you think that makes someone want to interact with you more, I think that you really need to be put away and you need to be taking medication, or you need to, that's like the type of mindset of somebody who needs to be put away, quite frankly. That's a dangerous person, and that's exactly why they've been caught, because this is somebody who doesn't have, this is somebody who doesn't have like they don't have a very normal mind, okay? There's something about this warning you to stay away from this person, because there's something very unhinged. There is a tool missing from the shed up here. Because you cut this person away from your life and you moved on, and this person thought that that was a prompt to come and attack you for some reason. And we're going to find out why they felt the need to so severely torpedo your life just because you didn't want anything to do with them, because they weren't treating you right, or because they weren't a very good person, because maybe their mask came off and you found out that they weren't a good... Okay, here we go. Teacher in reverse. Teacher in reverse. That's an apple. This is a Scantron from a school. Okay, the answers are all filled in, scribbled. I just want you guys to see this. This is my teacher card. I asked, why is there something wrong with their brain, right? What does this have to do with them being caught? Something to do with kids, something wrong, right? Okay, so maybe you split away from this person, you cut this person out of your life because you realize there's a mask that they were wearing around you the entire time. You could have known this person for years. This could have been like a really long time friend. You could have known this friend since you were a teenager. You could have known this friend since you were like in your early adulthood. Maybe you could have even gone to the bar with this person before. This could be like a really old friend you've been friends with for years, or like, you know, somebody or somebody that you were in a partnership with for a really long time, and then, you know, they had this mask on the entire time with you. Okay, this person was very emotionally unavailable. They were never able to share any any sort of, I don't know, like I think the only things you knew about them was like the basic surface level stuff, and it wasn't because they were mysterious. It's because there was some sort of element of like, this person doesn't let anyone really know who they are or know what they actually like, or maybe they don't actually know who they are. This is somebody who doesn't really know who they are. They're very used to wearing a mask all the time. Like, they don't actually have like their own identity. This is somebody who will like skin swap with people. They will jump to the next influence or the next goal of like a thing to copy, because this person doesn't have their own identity. It's very creepy. I think you saw this about this person. You saw something about how this person is really weird. Like, they copy people and they're not really like genuine. Like, everything they say, everything they do, everything they like wear, everything they like, it's like a mask. Like, you realized it was a mask and you cut it away immediately. This person tried to paint a picture of being like really innocent, very like very dedicated. You know, this person tried to paint the picture of somebody who's innocent, just like a good person, like, oh, I could never hurt a fly. But in reality, they were just copying other people because they saw other people donate money, or they see other people who say, yes, I care about this, and then they see them get appraised, or they see those people get friends, and so this person will copy them immediately and start saying the same exact things, act the same exact way. This is somebody who's very observant. They will study every little thing. Every little thing about okay. Like if they really like if this is like a weird friend of yours who is like really competitive with you, this could be like, if you really like, let's say like if like a guy that they liked you, like let's say like if you're at work and there's this guy that they're really obsessed with, and the guy, instead of liking them, likes you, but they want that guy, and maybe you don't even care about the guy that likes you. Let's say this chick is going to, like, your friend, or this crazy chick is going to basically come in the next day to work wearing everything that you wear, because that guy, they want that guy to look at them. That's their logic. And that could have actually been a real thing that they've done. Like, that could be a real thing that they fucking done in real life to you. Like, this person will hide in the bushes. They will study you very, very closely and start wearing your hair. They'll wear your dress, your shirt, your shoes. And just like literally try to be you. They'll even try to talk like you. Like, they'll just like listen to you talk over and over and over again, just to steal the words and the quotes that you say, so they can say it to that guy that they like, because they're crazy. The thing is, though, is that this person is somebody who has commitment issues. There's somebody who doesn't even know what they want, because they don't know who they are. Okay, like, they don't, like I said earlier, they don't have any sense of identity. They just cling to the next person. That, I think, like, they have like an addiction to like sex or something weird, like attention. Maybe they're like an attention whore. Like, they just are obsessed with having attention. So like, this person will like, yeah, they just like to get the attention of others, but then when they get it, they like throw it away and then go to the next one and the next one and the next one. It's very weird, and it's kind of like this person doesn't really have a purpose in life. Like, they can't stick to one job. They have commitment issues. They can't stick to one job. They can't stick to one person. They can't stick to one, like, not, and by job I mean, it's okay to have like career changes and shit, but I mean, like, this person is somebody who can't keep a job. I'm sorry, like, this person can't keep a job. Like, they get fired a lot. they get fired a lot because they'll go like, or they'll quit a lot. They'll quit them, like they'll quit like after 2 months in each job because they change their mind so much, or they're so indecisive. They'll be like, oh, I don't think I want to do this. And it could be like a really good paying job, or it could be a job that's paying them really well or treating them really well, or it could be like a really promising job, like, and they're doing really good at it. But then they'll be like, oh, but like Becky over there, who has like the stuff that I want, works at that job, so I'm gonna quit and go work at that job to be like Becky. And then it's like, it's kind of like a trend of the month. This person has like a weird like like a skin of the month. Okay, yeah, this person is really psycho. They have a skin of the month. They have like a person that they obsess over for like a span of a few months or like at a time, and they'll start wearing them like a trend, like a costume. Like they'll wear their skin in an attempt to either replace them or take their man or do something weird or take their, do something really psycho, crazy, creepy, because they want attention. But it's really because they can't face the fact that they don't have a purpose in life. This person does it. You wonder why this person does stuff like this. Like if you were friends with them, or even if like, yeah, like if you were friends with them and you were watching them do this, you're like, why would you waste your time doing this? Like, why can't you just like, don't you want to have a life? Don't you want to just like stay in one place at one time and just like, I don't know, figure shit out? Like, don't you ever want to just like, I don't know, like know what you're gonna do when you're retiring, or like figure out what you're gonna do next week? Like, why do you always have to like, no, because this person doesn't even think about tomorrow, because they're so desperately looking at who's the coolest, look at this, clout hungry. See, that's this person right here. This person is clout hungry, and their ancestors in reverse. Their ancestors don't want anything to do with them. Their ancestors are actually disgusted with this person because of what I'm about to express here about what I see here, because there's a lot to dig into here. And I mean, I'm trying to keep my readings into like around an hour these days, if you haven't noticed. That's why sometimes I'd be like talking really fast near the end. But like, so like this person doesn't have like an identity of their own, so because they are very focused on being somebody else. They're always clout hungry. They're always chasing the next trend, the next person. They don't have any identity. The jewelry they wear is someone else's jewelry. Even the tattoo ideas are like really pointless, meaningless to them. They don't actually mean anything. Not that tattoos should mean anything, but like this could be somebody who has tattoos that are like of like random shit, like I don't know, like a butthole or a penis, or like something in Chinese that says like egg roll combo number 5, like some funny bullshit like that. Like this person doesn't really take life seriously. Maybe that's like what this is. Like this person doesn't really take life seriously. Not that like you shouldn't have like funny tattoos. I love tattoos like that. Like I have like, this is a little hot stuff guy tripping on acid. Like, I don't give a fuck. I think that shit is cute. But like, I also believe in like getting tattoos in the moment sometimes. I'm definitely one of those guys. But like, I'm saying like, I'm getting the vibe of like this person doesn't take life seriously at all. And this person could be older than you too. And like, maybe this person, you could even caught this person even trying to copy you. It's just really strange about this person, like something really weird about them. So like, but so there's one thing that's really constant about this person that I see here, is that they could have like, they could be somebody who copies other people because, yeah, like they're trying to run away from the fact that they don't have a purpose in life, which is really strange. Like, you have to want to do something, you have to have some sort of ultimate goal. But I learned that a lot of narcissists don't really have a goal. They might make up a fake goal, like, oh, I want to open a charity or an orphanage. But if you usually ask a narcissist, like, oh, well, what inspired you to do that, or blah, 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 they don't have an answer for you. There is no charity, there is no orphanage. In the end, they see themselves with all the money in the world and all the partners in the world, or all the whatever they want in the world, or all the fame and recognition in the world, and just me in the end. there is no end goal, because they're so focused every day on trying to stay looking young. Like, oh, I gotta look young, I gotta look like the youngest, I gotta look hip, I gotta look at the trend, I gotta look at me, I gotta keep taking selfies, I gotta. But it's like they don't have any sort of goal, which is really strange. Like, and if it is a goal, it has to center around them. Like, it has to be like, my face has to be on the front page of this or that, like. And that's what I get from this person. It's like that's why if you could have asked them, like, oh, what do you want to do when you're old or something, they're like, I don't know, or like, oh, not that you have to know, but like, maybe if you're like, oh, what do you want to do when you retire and stuff, they're just like, I don't think they had any plans. Like, they just, when they're old, they're probably just gonna plan on dressing up like the lady next door to them. Like, they don't have any sort of lifestyle. Their dreams is someone else's dreams. They could have even tried to steal your dreams or crash your dreams, or poison your dreams. So anyways, going back to this, so there's a reason why, like, this person was so obsessed with bringing you down after the fact that you decided to cut this person away, because there's something really ingenuine and really creepy about them, and really, like, unstable about their mask. Like, this person could have really stabbed you in the back a million times, and you just didn't want anything to do with it. And I think there is something about how, like, if when you did try to cut this person off, they made it really hard. Like, they tried to be like denying your cutoff. You could have even said, like, hey, I don't want to be friends with you anymore, or hey, I want to break up with you, and they were like, no, are you sure, like. And you know what this person did to you. Like, maybe if this is your friend and maybe they stole from you, or they copy you so much, or they talk shit about you to an extreme point, or like even ruin business for you or something, or ruined connections for you. I think you were more like baffled when you tried to cut this person off. It was kind of like, you were baffled that this person acted like they don't know why you wouldn't want to interact with them anymore. Like, they were so deep in the role and in the acting of, their mask of the Two-Face, that they were so in, like, trying to hold on to you. It's like, but that this person acted like they hated you behind your back. And I think it was just disturbing at that point that this person would continue to lie or something like that. And I think when you caught on and you just were like, no, they were like, I don't think anyone has ever rejected this person before like that, because that's why they act this way. They use these tactics. They're very crazy. They observe people very closely because they like to control things. They have a god complex. They want, if you make them mad, they want to go and call your job, make a bunch of lies about you or accusations to get you fired. Like, this is somebody that won't, like, they want to control everything. And it's very sick. Like, even if you don't want anything to do with them, they're gonna figure out a way to hack your accounts, hack your phone, hack your money, and try to take your money in some sort of way. Or if this is your family member, this is somebody who will go and find a way to, like, forge your name in some sort of tax document. By the way, if they did forge your name in taxes or stimulus, or try to take money out of your name, using like a fake signature or your paperwork or some sort of refund or something like that to the government, they are about to get caught with this very soon, especially since you're far away from this person or you don't interact. Expect a phone call from authorities or the government asking you if this person has if you have access to your money. You're gonna say no, I don't, I never took that money out, and that person doesn't have authorization. That person's gonna they're gonna get put in prison. They're gonna get put in federal prison for that, by the way. And there's another situation here that I see where, so like, yeah, this person's also gonna get put in prison for this other thing here. Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked from the story, but I'm gonna keep trying to get this stable. This return to, this is a result of the return to sender, this homelessness and all of this, and them being on I feel like this person's on the run. They're actually on the run right now, because there is some sort of like authorities after them. they could be there could be a warrant out for their arrest right now, because so after you had I think after you had cut this person off or broke up with them or stopped being friends with them or blocked them or whatever it is, this person went and decided to make some very hasty decisions to falsely accuse you of things. They could have falsely accused you of certain things to the authorities or to like people around, but it was really like heinous accusations. It was really severe. It could have been about like really serious stuff that was illegal, and so it could have made it around to law enforcement in a way, through a tip because of this person's big mouth, these lies. This caused so this could have caused people to look at you a certain way. This could have caused people to walk away from you, or this could have caused you to have certain gang stalkers. The thing about it is that the law enforcement actually took a look at this person, and they are about to be put in. Oh. Okay, guys, we're at 20%, so I'm gonna keep going until this dies, or until I get this done. Yeah. So what was I saying? So the law enforcement, they looked at you based on this person's accusations of some sort of thing, and they realized you had nothing to do with this, but they decided to look back at this person you had cut off, and that person is about to get caught for something very creepy. I'm getting that this person used to have a teaching job or currently has a teaching job or some sort of license that has to do with working with children or underage persons in some sort of school facility in the past or currently. There's some sort of case that's going to come up related to this in the past because of this. I think that you could have been, you or somebody near you could have been gotten really close to this person. Like I said in the past, this person is somebody who doesn't let a lot of people in. They hide a lot of themselves under masks because they copy a lot of other people, like, so it's really hard to see who the real them is. And I feel like it's either you or somebody around you got very, 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 very close to this person, probably because, I don't know, this person was very vulnerable or showed certain aspects of themselves that were very telling, that I don't think they expected you to pick up on, or they didn't expect someone to pick up on, because they're busy copying other people. If this was a relationship, this is somebody who was busy looking at other people outside of the relationship, busy stabbing you in the back. And on top of that, after they were busy cheating or looking outside of the relationship or lying or stabbing you on the back or stealing money from you or something, and you broke up with them, they decided to keep doing that in some way. And it's because you got too close to them and you knew some sort of information about them. And their way of doing that was to try to smash your business, smash your identity to everybody around you. But the thing is that this person is very mentally weak because they don't have an identity of their own. They're very mentally weak. Like I said, there's something very wrong with this person's brain. It's very delayed. This person could have been like abused or something, or like traumatized at like some sort of age in their life, and it could have mentally delayed them or froze them in time. This is somebody who lacks accountability, so they can't like, they can't see. I think they victimize themselves. They victimize themselves from this young age, like basically from then on. And so every time they decided to treat someone just like their abusers, or this is somebody who, even like you could have been abused, and you are just somebody, despite being abused, are somebody who really just strives to like be better for people, or be better to people. I mean, like, just be nice to them. And this person hated that because they're so bitter, and they somehow in their mind thought that you weren't struggling as hard as them when you could have actually struggled more than them. This person had more money than you. This person was very spoiled. Their parents spoiled them. They're older than you, so they didn't actually need to work or do anything like to pay the bills. They are just very childish. And there's a reason for this. It's because they were traumatized at a certain age, which caused their brain to stay in that place. So this person could have been really like, I don't know, like, this could be like a guy that like had a weird fixation on like Disney stars, or like, or a lady. This could be also a lady who has a weird fixation on like on actors. These could be like actors that are older, but like certain actors that have played, okay, confirmation, I got a text. That means this is real. They have like a certain attraction to actors that play teenagers in Disney shows or Nickelodeon shows, if that makes sense. Like, this could be like a weird guy who has like a crush on Miranda Cosgrove. Not to say that there's anything wrong with Miranda Cosgrove, but like maybe this is somebody who likes like iCarly a little bit too much. Like, they have a crush on Miranda Cosgrove because of iCarly, if that makes sense. Like, not because she's like a talented actress, but because maybe he has like a fixation on iCarly. Maybe this is a guy who was like, maybe like he was traumatized at a certain age when iCarly came out, and he was watching iCarly, and maybe he thinks he's like in love with iCarly or something, and I don't know, like maybe that's like his brain is like he's 12, and he makes, like, you could see this through their humor. The humor is very like very like immature. It's not very funny. Someone who just like laughs at like poop jokes and fart jokes over and over and over again. Not that they're not like funny, but I mean, like, it gets, you know, when you like, have you ever babysitted like a kid, like a boy? Like, have you ever babysitted boys that are like 10, you know, or like middle schoolers? Like, I used to be a babysitter. I used to like change babies' diapers and shit, and like I don't mind. Kids are cool. Kids are funny, so I don't really care. I'm pretty good with kids. But you know, have you ever babysitted like a boy before? And they're very like, especially one with ADHD. They're very like, ha 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 ha, like, you know, like little like boys. They could be like kids. You know, they're just like ha 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 poop, ha 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 poop. You know, and they repeat themselves over and over again, and you're just like, all right, Jimmy, yeah, that was so funny, haha. Like, when you're babysitting a kid, or like you're watching over a kid, or like even if you have kids yourself, you know what I mean. Like, your son is, or even your daughter, maybe, like your kids are just like, haha, poop, 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 and it's like, okay, all right, that's funny. Okay, go eat your cereal. Yes, okay, poop. That's what I get from this person. This person is like a grown adult, but they joke like that, like they repeat themselves over and over again, like very like a little kid. Like, it's very, a little bit off-putting. It could actually turn people off from this person. This person could be like 40 years old. This person could be like 35 to 40 years old. If they don't have kids already, maybe they do have, but this is like somebody who makes like really weird, immature jokes. Like, if you invite them to an adult party, they'll be like, ha, 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 poop, poop, diarrhea, and it's like a dinner party, and people are just gonna be like, dude, what the fuck? Like, aren't you like 50 years old? Like, this isn't really the place. Like, this person's very mentally and like socially delayed. Like, there's something really wrong with them. Like, I think you tried to be nice to them, and you're just like, oh yeah, that's funny, but then it's like, there's something wrong with them. Like there's something super immature about them. This could be, if this is someone you dated, this could be somebody like way older than you, and you started to realize like that this person was extremely immature, and I think you thought that they would be more mature because they were older than you, but there were moments in that relationship where you realized that you were actually the actual adult, and there was no help. It was kind of like picking up trash after a big baby and like changing their diapers, watching them have this big tantrum and making poop jokes in your ear, you know, or whatever, like being a big baby, almost like emotionally. And it was just kind of like, okay, yeah, I don't want to deal with you. You could have noticed this about this person. Wait, hold on. Let me get my sound charged up there. Okay. this could also be like the kind of person who like I said, yeah, like they have weird crushes on like Disney stars, like this, like somebody who like a dude who like likes Selena Gomez a little bit too much, and it's not because like, you know what I mean, like it's okay to like the actress or whatever actor, but this is like somebody who likes a certain type of like actor that looks kind of questionable. Like this is somebody who's like, yeah, I like Selena Gomez, and I like I don't know who the F else is on the freaking Disney Channel or whatever, you know, like if it or like even like the guys, like they have a weird fixation on certain actors, even if they're underage too. Like some of them could even, some of the actors that this person likes, or the singers even that this person likes, are like younger than this person significantly, and it could be a little bit strange. Like this person doesn't like to listen to people their age. This is somebody who doesn't like to watch people their age or listen to people their age. This could also, this could also be somebody who copies people, doesn't copy people their age. They could copy people younger than them. Somebody who likes to copy people younger than them. They like to have friends that are also younger than them. Because I feel like this is somebody who's at the age who should be like, you know, looking at like kids and like marriage or something. Maybe like their parents are like, were like, oh, when are you gonna have kids? You know, like this is somebody who's like getting to their 40s basically. Like maybe all their friends from school already have like weddings and stuff, and this person is like out here still like just kind of like copying the next person so they can come in and ruin someone's relationship, or come in and like try to get with some younger guy, and then I don't know, and then go and cheat and go to the next person and copy another person, and then like, because that's their purpose. They don't have a purpose. They don't have any and they don't, this is somebody who doesn't work either, or they used to work, or like now they have to work some sort of job. Possibly they have to work at a barista job, or like some sort of lower paying job where they are out in the public and they have to wear a hat and an apron. But it's because, okay, so after you cut this person off from your life, they went crazy about like slandering you, because they were very, very, very intent on people not knowing the real you. Like I feel like maybe you guys are somebody who didn't post a lot to your social media. You're somebody who's not really out there socially. You don't really go to parties like that. And so this person tried to take that to their advantage after the situation with them ended, or you cut them off, by slandering you to everyone they could and trying to poison your name, to get everybody not to listen to you, because there is a certain truth that you could have realized about them, or could have harbored or known about them, and about their behaviors, and they didn't want anyone to know. So, and you didn't even care. I think you were just trying to move on with your life. I think that if this person left you alone, I don't think any of this would have come out. But because they tried so hard to slander you and report you and get you to be put in jail by the police, or get you in trouble by the government, it ended up blowing up in their face, because now it's coming out. But because the fact that they treated you very badly, or they could have even acted very unattracted to you, or why they like constantly look other places or cheat, is because they aren't attracted to grown adults that are like your age. The real truth is, if you dated this person when you were like maybe 21 or a young age, and maybe this is someone who was like 30, and like a really like a significant age gap, the real reason why they could have like either ghosted you or abused you on purpose, like they could have been very narcissistic to you, very emotionally unavailable to you, or cheated or whatever it was, and also copy other people. It's because you got to a point, I think you could have been with this person for a few years, or if this isn't you, this is someone around you, and this is pertaining to someone around you. You could have been with this person for a few years, and the real reason why this cycle went with them in this way, and why they treated you very badly on purpose, it was because you got to an age they weren't attracted to anymore. I'm also hearing Harvey Weinstein. This person is very creepy because they target younger people, like people that are barely out of college or barely out of high school even. I'm seeing that this person could have even like went for an 18-year-old or something very recently, or like something like that, or they that's what they go for. They go for it, like they like inexperienced people or even underage people. And I think that you matured and you got smarter than this person, or you always were smarter than this person, and you saw their mask kind of come off. Because you wanted more out of life. I think after a few years or after a few months, you realized you wanted more out of life. You wanted a very mature life. You wanted to have a career, or you wanted to be more goal oriented, or you just wanted to look into having children, moving somewhere, doing something stable with your life. Whereas this person did not. But they wanted to keep you tethered to them for some reason, possibly because you are very attractive, or you're very like I said, very like you're very smart. You're smarter than this person, and so it was a very good cover for them to hide behind. Even though they weren't attracted to you, and they weren't sexually attracted to you because they like younger people. There's something very creepy about how this person likes younger people. Not to say that you got old or ugly or anything. You're very, very handsome or beautiful. I think that this person's actually not as attractive as you. The real truth is that you are actually more attractive than this person, and they could see that, and is why they started to stab you in the back. It's it's like they were jealous of you in a really sick way, but also like it was because you were aging out of their interest range. I'm also hearing Leonardo DiCaprio. You know how he breaks up with them when they get too old for him, and then he goes and dates another like 18-year-old or 21-year-old or something like that, or Drake or something weird like that. Like this person's kind of like Drake. Like they can even groom like younger boys or girls that are like around 17, 18, like at their teaching job. Like if they worked in a place with high schoolers, teenagers, middle schoolers, or something like that, they will wear revealing clothing or like to the job, and they will try to groom these kids to like contact them when they get old enough, like Drake does, like contact them when they're 18. That could be something that this person does that's very inappropriate. But something about how like they mistreated you because you became too experienced, and it wasn't because you were like getting ugly. It was actually because this person was getting uglier, and you were getting more attractive and more mature, because like you were, maybe like I said, you could have been like 21 and this person could have been 30 or something like that. And like as you got older, you got really attractive, like more like an adult. You got out of the awkward teenage young adult phase, or college phase. And for some reason this person's not attracted to that. This person is attracted to like baby fat. It's really I'm sorry I said that out loud. Oh god, yeah, this person's really creepy. Like they're attracted to like children. Like they're attracted to like young teenager looking people. So that's why they grow a hate for you, because you came from a place where you could have been abused, or you could have been through some sort of like horrible childhood that could have been even worse than this person. Like I said, this person had more money than you. They're very spoiled, and you still ended up really attractive, really successful. Maybe you are somebody who works very hard towards your goals, or you're very spiritual. This person is not spiritual, and you're very creative, and a lot of people are attracted to you, and this person's older than you, and I think they were jealous because you're younger than them, and they are only seen as a poser. This is all they can be seen as. They can't be a person. Like I'm Bird, and it's like I'm Bird, and the other person is like, no one knows what their name is. Everyone just sees them as poser. Like if you look at me, I'm Bird. I wear a hat like this, and I have tattoos like this, and I wear my necklaces every time, and you know that I'm Bird. Like, I can tell you I'm Bird, and there's at least a few people out there that know who I am, right? This person is kind of like, they don't have any sort of thing about them that's recognizable. So because they copy so many other people, or they do what everyone else is doing so much that, like, they don't have really a brand of their own. Like, no one can really point them out in a crowd and notice who they are. But maybe you're somebody who has like more of like a very distinct look. You could be very like unique compared to this person, which is also why you decided to see your worth and move away from this person and cut it off with them. They're jealous of you also because Bad Girls by MIA in reverse. You're somebody who has really good impulse control. You're very disciplined. Some of you guys could work out, or be very like on top of your like diet, what do you call it, like your food. Like, you're very good at like keeping up with like eating healthy, like eating your greens or whatever, like keeping things balanced. Or maybe you're even spiritually balanced. You're very disciplined, like you keep up with your meditation, or maybe you keep up with just like whatever it is in your life, or like even working out, or just like you have enough discipline to kind of like take care of yourself, whereas this person doesn't. They're very used to other people taking care of them because they're like a giant child. And I think that's why they are stuck in these weird cycles of finding people to copy, and then finding adults to use as a beard, as they would target possibly like underage students at their job. That's like something weird that they would do. So like, yeah, they're like not attracted to older people at all, or like they are used to using those people. Like, they give very like boring sex and very like basic sex to keep those adults around, so that they can use them as a cover at their teaching job, or whatever job they use with their license with, to target children. I'm sorry if this is triggering or if this is gross, but this is like, I don't know, a story that needed to be said. This came out 4 to 5 times already, and I feel like if I finally say it, maybe they'll stop giving me this damn story. But this person is about to get caught, or has gotten caught, for like dating a student or flirting with a student or something like that. Like, maybe they could have used to work at a certain job where they taught, and maybe they groomed someone in the past, or did something very like inappropriate and wrong to a underage student at their job. And they I think there could be a lawsuit coming up later on now, because maybe the student has gotten a little older, or they're more brave now and they are able to speak up about how this person targeted them. And this is going to open up a whole investigation about this two-faced person. Basically, if I think it's happening right now. This is like, this person is going to have to, like, this person tried to snip you at your ankles. Like, they tried to chase you as you were escaping them, and they're trying to snip you at your ankles because they didn't want to see you succeed, because they knew that you were going to be very successful also. But they just don't have it in them to be attracted to people your age. They are just not mentally mature enough. They are very like, there's something wrong with them, unfortunately. And it's not that, this isn't because you're not worthy of somebody who sees you that way. It's just this is just, honestly, don't hate yourself also. Like, if this comes out, like, you're not an idiot or anything. Like, this person is very manipulative, and you're not the only person this person has manipulated into this circus, or into this weird scheme of theirs to hide their strange addiction. It's very, very weird. But this person's about to get pulled out on a stretcher after some drama breaks out. Drama could break out where somebody's parent could find out what this person tried to do, and this person is clout hungry, so maybe this person has some sort of online presence, or some sort of TikTok. Somebody is going to expose them through the internet very soon. There's going to be some drama that happens at their job where one of the victim's parents is going to come up and possibly beat this person up real bad for trying to do something creepy to their child. And they're going to end up on a stretcher. If not, this person might get exposed on the internet for what they've been doing or what they've done in general. And they might want to, I don't know, take the easy way out and escape or something like that, like escape the police. Like maybe the police are coming and maybe they're gonna try to like swallow a bunch of pills or something, and they might end up getting put on a stretcher, and then they might end up getting handcuffed to the stretcher, and then they might get that stretcher wheeled to prison right after. And people are not going to take well to this person, whether or not they're a male or a female or non-binary, because people in jail or prison do not take well to pedophiles and creeps, and they're not going to have a very good time in there either. They could also get beaten to death in there if that's the case, if people find out what they're really in there for once they get caught for this. Can we get a little bit more information about this, please, for the collective? Yeah, this has something to do with some sort of drug addiction, some sort of hard drug addiction. This person is going to get, also if you didn't know this person could have had like a meth addiction or some sort of crack addiction, some sort of like really hard like addiction to some sort of drugs or opiates or something like that. They are going to get caught for this too. This could have to do with that somehow. They're going to get exposed for this. They could have stolen your money to purchase these things before, if they stole from you, if this is like a friend or ex or something. It's some sort of drug that doesn't let them go to sleep. So this person doesn't sleep, and they're like addicted to some sort of hard drug that makes them not sleep for days, like they won't sleep for days. So like that, so yeah, that's going to get exposed about them, and that might affect their job, which is a teaching job, or like, I don't know, or that in general will independently just come out on its own. Ohio is for Lovers by Hawthorne Heights. I can't make it on my own because you killed me. Wow, yeah. Yeah, this person is very codependent. They're very used to like other people doing shit for them and covering up for them, but nobody wants to defend them this time because there's some really, really sick truths coming out about this person and what they've done, and what they have used a lot of people in the past to defend their actions and possibly attack you or gang stalk you. Now they're on their own. There's nobody gang stalking with you. People are very scared of you, actually, and they're very scared of the karma coming from you. This person could also be very scared of you. You could be a very angry person. You could have been through a lot. This person has put you through a lot. Why else? Honestly, I'm angry for you. Why else? Like, you should look like this, honestly. Like you could, some of you guys could have been in the military. Some of you guys could just be totally badass. Some of you guys could know how to fight, be martial artists. Some of you guys have guns or something like that, or you really good at shooting. There's something really scary about you that makes that these people that were involved in this with this person have realized about you, that makes them not want to deal with this anymore. They're all seeing the big picture about this all full circle because they got other people involved in this gang stalking against you. The thing is that the thing is about this copycat, and also what's funny is that whoever they got in the group with them, they could all look like alike. That's another hint. A hint about this is that the people who were gang stalking you, they look just like this person that you cut off. Like they all could share clothes or like wigs or like hats, or like if they're guys, they wear like the same shoes. and you're like, oh, those look very familiar. Like, you could be in public and you could see somebody and you're like, oh, that looks a lot like my ex-boyfriend's shoes, or like that looks a lot like my ex-friend's shoes, or whatever. And it's because those are their shoes, because these gang stalkers, before that they recruited, there's something about them being in like a coven or some sort of group where they share clothes or share some sort of look, and that's how you're able, like some sort of cult or something. So that's how you're able to like that's kind of a hint there, like some sort of tip that they wanted me to tell you, is that they wear the same clothes or the same look. That's how you know. But they're not, I don't know, they're not being supported right now anymore. There's some, wow, yeah. All those people have dropped out because there's something about how this person is being now put on the FBI watch list, because there's something about either maybe this person could have been distributing some sort of inappropriate footage or pornography also, or it could have been found on their phone, and they are a teacher, so it's kind of like the FBI is currently watching this person, and so a lot of people have dropped out of their gang stalking group. This person really didn't want this to come out about them. They really didn't. I don't think this person even knew that this would happen, but it is, because it's karma. And the authorities are looking very deeply into this person and their past. World in reverse. This person may try to come back in and try to start up some sort of cycle with you, or try to pretend to be friends with you again, to avoid avoid being seen as guilty by the police, because there is nobody there to cover them. They're not. There's nobody that wants to be there. I'm seeing somebody dump to them, like, because they could be very immature, and like maybe somebody else has put 2 and 2 together about this person, and they could have gotten dumped by somebody, this person from your past, and could have called like the cops. Somebody could have even like somebody like could have even like been dating this person and was like found like some sort of very inappropriate imagery on their phone and called the police immediately on them. Symmetry by title fight. You broke me like a mirror. 7 years keep adding up. Walk barefoot through the glass. Not a single cut. When you cut this person off, could have been years ago. When you cut this person off, this person never expected you to cut them off, because nobody ever cuts them off. They had a weird mindset in their mind that was like, oh, everyone who cuts me off has bad luck, or everybody who cuts me off never had, like, I'm the best thing that ever happened to them. They always end up downgrading, and which is not true. Like, I don't know what type of delusion that is, but this person ended up being the one that was broken when you left, and they didn't expect that. They ended up looking like the broken one. They ended up looking hella busted when you left them, and you ended up looking way better, and it ended up that you were the mirror that they broke, and they ended up with the bad luck, if that makes sense. And people see that. People can see that about this person, and their smear campaign just didn't work. Yeah, like the whole community knows this about this person, and they are about to go to some sort of, shoot, we're at 10%. They are going to go through some sort of jail or prison, if not spiritual prison, and spiritual prison looks like going crazy. Okay, this person could be, out there on Skid Row, or out there somewhere on the street, in the alleyway, living by the river, in a tarp. Don't touch me, good night. People are very not attracted to this person at all, especially since this news has come out. This person really said a lot of things about you, and some people could have believed them. Now people are looking at them and rejecting this person, especially sexual partners, and this was like somebody who could have like had a lot of partners or something. People are looking at them and rejecting them, because now they're realizing that this person just wants to use people, or use people as a cover for their actual interests. which is very disgusting. It's like nobody wants to be incorporated with this person. Nobody wants their name to be on the same piece of paper as this clout hungry person. It's killing them because they're very thirsty for attention, because they're clout hungry. So they're about to go to jail or prison or something regarding that, all because they tried to report you, and all because they tried to like talk about you so much that it actually ended up putting a spotlight on, you know, the actual problem there. So they're about to get sued by at least 10. They're about to get sued by at least 10 children. And they are going to lose their job. They are going to prison. Somebody is for this. It's a lot of kids, like a lot of kids, or a lot of like people, or somebody, victims. Doesn't have to be like on that level, but like could be victims of some sort, or like people they could have stolen money from, even, or like some sort of people they scammed, are going to come forward, and it's going to be a lot of people. This person is really obsessed with not seeing you succeed, but now, because of the return to sender, because this truth is coming out about them, they are not going to be able to delay you anymore, because it's going to be pointless. Them trying to throw dirt on your reputation is just going to throw more dirt on theirs, because everybody already can see them for who they are. So let's sweep these to the side. Can we get some finishing messages for the collective before my phone dies? Finishing collective messages. Okay, well, we'll take those. Okay. So like, you guys got Ace of Wands. I'm seeing you guys getting a new opportunity to... I feel like you guys, this is more like a new lease on life after this person from your past has been swept to the side. I think this entire reading was honestly just an indication of this cycle finally being over, and the universe actually basically sweeping this person away from your life and all of their problems, because I feel like they've been trying to sprinkle their issues into your life long after you've left the situation. This is just to say the universe is now finally giving them a wave of karma that is going to destroy their foundations and take them far, far, far away from you and your success, because I'm seeing you guys have a lot of success here. Meanwhile, you guys are gonna have like a new lease on life, new clothes, new vibe, new energy. I think you guys have been just cycling through the same energies for a while, just trying to recreate some sort of happiness that I don't think you guys ever had. I think you guys were just, maybe it was some sort of happy feeling you guys had at one point, and maybe you guys were always trying to recreate it somehow, and now you guys are kind of coming to terms with the fact that you guys could actually be happier. You don't actually need to recreate that, because that was just some sort of feeling you had I feel like that wasn't even happiness. I think you're realizing what you were chasing after wasn't happiness at all. It was just a feeling of relief that you felt in a really long, really severe time of pain. And now you're seeing that you actually deserve a lot more than that. And so now you're making moves and steps in your life to make it so that your life is as happy as it can be. And you don't have to feel rejected or unwanted or competed with like you did when you had this strange, creepy person in your life. And so I see you guys also working on your businesses, if you guys have a business or something, or just working in general. You guys are, with Seven of Swords, you guys are keeping your moves to yourself. You guys are moving in silence, which I like. That's great. You guys are also resting with Four of Swords. You guys are trying to rest, kind of just, I don't know, maybe some of you guys are laying awake at night. I'm seeing this cycle of laying awake at night come to an end. I don't know, if you guys are thinking about something a lot, then I feel like whatever that is, it will get resolved pretty soon. It could just be residual energy from this other person over here. They could just be projecting onto you, but that's just going to be over very soon, so don't worry about that. Yeah, you guys are going to have to come into some sort of... So... sorry, there's so much going on. There's also somebody watching you guys, and they're in a lot of pain. There's somebody watching you guys very closely with Knight of Swords here. Could be kind of younger. They're in a lot of pain. Watching you be successful on your own with Knight of Cups. Being able to independently fill yourself or fulfill yourself. And also receive what you deserve from others. And give into situations that give back to you in the equal way. This person is, somebody is watching you, like, basically, I don't know, like, just be in situations that give back to you. You're not overextending yourself. Or maybe this is somebody who is watching other people give you your flowers with Queen of Hearts. So, like, I feel like whoever this is, this doesn't have to be that person from earlier. This could be another person who is watching other people give you, like, love and attention and money, possibly gifts. It's leaving this person. This could also be people. This doesn't have to be one person. This could be like people from your past that you've cut off. You could have cut off a lot of people to start a new thing in your life, or start some sort of new venture, new, like, identity, new, like, lifestyle. You know, maybe this is like a bunch of friends that you used to drink with, and maybe you wanted to get sober, and so you're starting a new life, and maybe they're all sad, kind of watching you do things by yourself, and get into friendships and relationships that are just much better, that are, you know, that are giving back to you. And if not, if you don't have those yet, they could see that you are getting closer to that, getting closer to people that are more considerate of your feelings and more appreciative of your existence in general. And it's leaving them all really sad. A lot of people are, like, really wishing they can come back and, like, appreciate you properly with Five of Cups. They're watching you just get closer to your true love. And also this could be an indicator that there's your soulmate is coming soon, or you guys are in a soulmate connection. There is going to be some sort of decision that is coming up, though, with Two of Swords, or maybe you guys are indecisive about something, or you guys are thinking about just the people that you need to cut off, or the things you need to cut off with Ten of Swords. You guys could be going through some sort of, like, ending and new beginning in your life. Some sort of decision about this. Some sort of decision about what you need to end in your life, or end in your... some sort of or maybe it could be, like, just the old cycle of dealing with this sort of energy of being unwanted, or feeling invalidated, or dealing with narcissistic people. Like, you're putting in a complete death to that. So, you know, you've made a very strong decision to put a death to that, to achieve your dreams, and go after go after what you want to be. Like, you're doing the things that you've always wanted to do. I'm gonna take my hat off. Now there's lines on my head, sorry. Oh yeah. And this is going to be really successful. Wow. And so I guess as you cut off like this strange people, you know, who decided to listen to this person and whatever other energies have made you feel this way, it's going to result in your success. You guys, like, whatever you guys are working on, it's going to be extremely successful as long as you guys focus on yourselves. If you, yeah, look at that. I see you guys just doing a lot of new things. But one thing here with the Nine of Wands, this is saying if you guys are finding yourself overworking, if you're used to doing things by yourself so much, but if you're in a position where you can have help, this is saying that maybe it would be beneficial to bring in some help. Like if you but this is like if it is well within like your abilities. Like let's say like if you find yourself like if your house is getting really messy and you have to go to work all the time, but you have the money to pay someone to clean it, but you just, because you don't have the time to clean it and it's getting piled up, then this is saying that maybe consider hiring someone to help you clean your house, or maybe consider bringing in some outside help, or paying some sort of help to help you be less exhausted or something like that, because you know maybe you're so used to fending off yourself or just kind of like dealing with all your burdens by yourself. Like you're very strong, so you know how to do that. But this is saying like if the universe has given you the resources, wow, look at what fell off. If the universe has given you the resources to get help and make things less stressful for you so that you can further either expand yourself, expand your business, expand whatever it is in your own projects, endeavors, this will result in actually way more money than you're making right now. This could actually help if you have some sort of, this is only for people who like have the means, like if you have the means to like I said, like hire someone to help you like clean your business, or hire someone to come in and just like help you in some sort of way if you need it, like an extra hand at your shop, or like someone to clean, or someone to do your taxes, someone to help you save time, something about saving time, like it'll help you save time, or help you even like save your physical, like if you have like a really like if it's something physically like taxing, like gardening, like you don't have time to do your garden, but like you need to do it for some reason, it would, if you have basically having someone help you, like this is saying having someone help you with your, like letting your guard down and letting someone come in and help you, even if it's just like a friend, like telling your friend, like opening up and saying like, hey, you know, actually, like, I've been really tired, you know, blah, blah, blah. Do you think you can come over and help me? Or do you want to, like, talk? I feel like this is saying, like, you should do that. You should, or if you have the means, if you're able to, this would be very beneficial for you, because we're not supposed to be walking the path alone, you know. Companionship is important. Co-workers are important. You know, whatever it may be. Something like that. Something about like friends are there for a reason. Like we're not supposed to be alone in this all the time, you know. So if you have the ability to get some sort of help, or if you need some sort of help in whatever it is you're working on, or something like that, like you need someone to help you move your boxes, even, or like if you're moving by yourself, you need someone to come in and help you move some stuff, then this is saying like that would save you time, and it'll save you money, and it'll actually be a really good investment somehow, because in the long run with 10 of Pentacles, wow, like you're gonna have a lot of money just from that, because it's gonna help you, you're gonna realize it's gonna save you some sort of time somehow, and it'll help you focus on the more important stuff in your job, or your actual like profitable areas, if you just designate someone else to do something that isn't so important to you, that you've been wasting your time on. like I said, like doing your taxes, doing your I don't know, even doing your laundry. Maybe like laundry is taking a lot of time, productivity. Maybe go to the laundromat, hire someone. If you have money to get a personal assistant and you've just been neglecting that, you're like too lazy to go and get a personal assistant, or you're too lazy to call for one. This is saying like maybe you should look into that. That could actually save you a lot of, it might make you more successful in some way, like because it'll free up your time for you to be greater if you can, something like that. And if not, this might say that if you've been working like by yourself for a really long time, and you feel like it's been really slow because you don't have a lot of help, or like something like that, or if you've been dealing with a lot of burdens by yourself, this is saying that you don't have to worry about it anymore, because your ancestors are going to come in and basically make it so that the work will be a lot easier for you. You don't have to worry about it. They might even bring you in somebody to help you somehow, or something about that. Maybe you guys will in the future be coming into a place where you will be able to afford a personal assistant. Yeah, but you guys are looking very attractive right now, and a lot of people want to date you. You look very passionate about your career, and honestly, whatever you say kind of goes right now. So whatever you're doing, keep doing it. You guys are coming across as the boss here. Nine of Swords. Maybe just get some rest. If you guys have been having problems sleeping, just take that into account and like try to make up for it in other ways, like in naps and stuff. Like don't neglect that. Don't just like be like, you know, oh well, I didn't sleep last night, I'm just gonna keep going. Like no, like maybe like take a second to like rest, you know, take a vacation, maybe take a trip if you can, or some sort of like a good like nap. I guess that's what that's saying. But anyways, I hope that some of that or any of that resonated or was helpful. I know that was really specific. If you guys really like this reading, feel free to leave me a like or comment this, or even email me the tea. I am doing personal readings. If you guys are interested in that, check out my about and my channel. Feel free to also leave me a tip or donation on my Cash App or my PayPal. And I hope to talk to you guys again soon. Peace.